This is the OmniCharge 20. It's a 20,400 milliampere hour portable battery that has a ton of features, including Qualcomm Quick Charge and wireless Qi charging. It's much more compact than other portable charging batteries I've used and has a lot more power. On one side, there's an AC port where you can plug in your laptop brick or anything for that matter. You could run a lamp or a hairdryer if you needed to. On the other side, there's the smart DC output that has programmable outputs that you choose specifically for your device. You can change the output right there on the device so you know you're getting the right power. It comes with a Surface Pro tip for your Pro 3 or your Pro 4, as well as a MagSafe tip to power your MacBook Pro with MagSafe adapter. Yes, you don't have to use the entire charging brick for these devices, only the short cable out of the side of the Omni 20. It also has an assortment of barrel connectors for HP, Dell, and Lenovo type devices. The screen on the Omni 20 will let you know exactly how much power you have left. No longer a guessing game with other batteries and how much power 2 LED dots are. Here you get a percentage of the battery level, as well as a calculation of how much charging time you have remaining. What you don't see on that crisp OLED screen is the brains of this battery. It has device protection that will protect itself as well as what you are charging. I would consider this a pro device. It has a hefty price tag of $299, although there's a smaller Omni 13 at 13,600 milliampere hours for $199. For these price tags, you're getting a sturdy, compact device that is much smaller in size to batteries than I've carried in the past. A whole lot more power and smarts too. It's 1.4 pounds, so consider that in your travel bag. One of the things I like about it is you can charge the Omni 20 while charging your devices at the same time. Let me give you some stats on how it performed when I used it. I've got a MacBook Pro 2015's Core i5. It's a 13-inch MacBook Pro. It had about 9% left on the battery, as Apple tells me. It was about 12:05 p.m., and I charged until 1:38 p.m. to 96%. So I went from 9% to 96% in roughly an hour and a half. I used the MagSafe barrel that came with the Omni 20. The OmniCharge 20 completely shut off. It was out of juice. So roughly 1.5 hours, and I got 90% charge on the MacBook Pro. Now I tried this again using the Apple charging brick for the MacBook, thinking I would get different results. I used the Apple charging brick, plugged it into the side of the AC port, and again I went from 9% to 90%, depleting the Omni 20. Same results. Now, give or take a few percentage points here. I know the other one went to 96%, but I'm calling this the same as it's pretty close. Now, I did a lot of testing with phones. I got a ton of numbers and data, but I want to boil it down to a simple stat for this review. I plugged in an iPhone 6 Plus at 4%. This phone was almost dead. The Omni 20 was at 100%, was ready to go. The next morning, the iPhone was fully charged and the Omni was down to 77%. So on paper, you should get 4 charges of that big iPhone 6 Plus and probably any other phone on the market, I would dare to say. Now, I know some of you are asking me, how does this compare with the field? Well, what I have here at my house is a ChargeAll 12,000 milliampere hour battery. It does have an AC port on the side. It's got 2 USB ports as well. But here's the thing. It doesn't have a screen telling me how much charge I have left on it. It has 4 LED dots, and it's several years old. I did some testing with it, but I decided it wasn't a fair playing field. You're going to have to take my earlier data as the big test. 1 MacBook or 4 phones. Done. Now here's what I like. It's prettier than any other battery I've carried, that's for sure. The screen. I like knowing what I have left in the tank. That is priceless. The outputs. I like dialing in the exact charge amount I need for my device. It makes me feel safe about the charging of a several $1,000 laptop with a couple $100 battery. The Surface Pro and the MacBook custom cables. That is awesome. They're short, they're perfect. I don't have to pull out the big charging brick for one of those laptops. It's right there with the device. Now, here's some things I didn't really like about the Omni 20. Now, the review unit came with all the barrel connectors, but not a bag or a case. The website looks like it does include a case, but I didn't get one, so make sure you know what you're getting when you order, especially with the tips. I've had some comments on my unboxing YouTube that you can find on this channel about tips, what's included. Well, I don't know. I got them all. It's a review unit. Although it has a ton of output options, it could be a pain to configure for more than one device. But that's also a like. I like having those options. Now the fans. Charging the MacBook was loud. I would not suggest charging this thing at night. The iPhone 6 Plus, though, did not cause the fan to come on. It was very, very quiet. Charging the MacBook, and I assume probably the Surface Pros, causes the fans to kick up, and they're pretty loud. Now, it's got a hefty price tag. Right now, the Omni 20 is $299. There's that smaller unit, yes, it's the Omni 13,600 milliampere hours for $199. How would I use it, you ask? For everything. It's nice to have one of these big batteries in your arsenal. I've carried one for a really long time, and I have no problem carrying this one. Phones, drones, and laptops. That's what I'm going to be charging. Honestly, I like to be able to use the fast charging ability of this battery to quickly hit my phone with some juice while I'm commuting between appointments or gigs at CES. I can throw this in the backpack, charge up the phone for a little bit, and just keep on going.